Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in Boston. We're the daily podcast that gets you started on the right foot and always with a positive vibe. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Monday, November 20th. Not to worry, it's a short week. You'll be interested to know today is National Pay Back Your Parents' Day. Do something special every November 20th on National Pay Back Your Parents' Day. The holiday organizers suggest you pay them in cash, but I'm going to suggest you pay them back in hugs. Hugs are so much better. And there's 3 more days until Turkey Day. Don't forget to clean your kitchen before people start showing up. Now let's check out the weather in our area. This morning, it's sunny and 33 degrees, but feels like 24. Wind is about 11 miles per hour. Tonight, the sun will set at 4:18 p.m., and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:42 a.m. It looks like we're in for a day of sun and a little wind. It will be sunny with a high near 40, with northwest winds 9 to 13 miles per hour. Tonight, it will be mostly clear with a low around 25, with northwest winds 5 to 7 miles per hour. For the week ahead, increasing clouds Tuesday and rain at night. Wednesday brings rain and breezy conditions. Thanksgiving is mostly sunny and brisk. Chance of rain on Saturday. Chilly nights will persist. If you're interested in the tide information, the first low tide today will be at 1 foot, right around 10:20 a.m. with a 10-foot high tide at 4:30 p.m. The nearshore buoy in Cape Cod Bay reads 53 degrees for the water temperature. In the national weather, we have a storm tracking across the west and a pre-Thanksgiving storm with potential travel impacts for the east. A cold front is producing strong winds, high elevation snows, coastal and valley rains, and a surge of cold air across much of the western U.S. A pre-Thanksgiving storm may bring areas of severe thunderstorms, gusty winds, heavy rain, and heavy snow from the central to the eastern U.S. early in the week, which will impact travel. And now a greeting from our sponsor. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real, south, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in the divine experience of their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini during lunch or just breeze through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5, so stop on by and grab a coffee and pastry to go. And don't forget to tell them Sunny sent you. Let's switch over to transportation and check out the planes, trains, and automobiles for a moment. If you're going to Logan Airport this week, obviously it's going to be a busy time. However, there may be more people than expected even for a holiday, so just bear that in mind. On the Good News Wagon, the airport opened its Terminal D expansion with 4 new gates and a Delta Sky Club lounge. Despite a soft launch, the new terminal area features high ceilings, ample natural light, and airfield views. The expansion, initially planned for 7 gates, addresses crowding issues in the aging original terminal. The Delta Lounge enhances the international departure experience. Additional amenities, including restaurants and shops, are expected to be open, contributing to the airport's role as a growing international gateway. Zhang. The MBTA reveals that its capital needs exceed $24 billion, with over 75% of commuter rail signals, transit track, and power assets in a suboptimal state. The capital needs assessment and inventory identifies the substantial investment required to bring the aging transit system to a state of good repair. Well, the first step to fixing a problem is admitting you have a problem. So we're going to call this good news. Alrighty? Now on to some national news. In Silver Spring, Maryland, over 500 people, including families from 14 countries like Ukraine and Afghanistan, participated in the 11th Annual Refugees Thanksgiving organized by the African Community Center of the D.C. metro area. The event aimed to bring refugees closer to their new communities, fostering understanding and unity. Attendees experiencing their first Thanksgiving embraced the tradition of gratitude, offering an opportunity to share stories and connect across diverse backgrounds, making the adjustment to life in the U.S. a bit easier. That's awesome. I love to hear about good news like that. And now for some sports scores. In the NFL, the Patriots were on a bye this week. So that's good news in its own way. Their next game is on Sunday on the road against the Giants. And that's all I'm going to say about that. The 49ers beat the Buccaneers in Santa Clara, California, 27-14. The Chargers on the road in Green Bay took the L, 23-20, falling to 4-6 on the season. In case you missed it, late night, on Sunday Night Football, we got a nail-biter in Denver. Rusty Wildog did his best to bring the Broncos back for the victory. And his best tonight was good enough to get the win 21-20. Remember, the Broncos lost their first 5 of 6 games. But they're on a roll now, with 3 consecutive wins. Gotta love that hustle from Russell. Good for you, big guy. Tonight on Monday Night Football, the 7-2 Chiefs are at home against the 8-1 Eagles. That should be a good one. Kickoff is at 8:15. In college football on Saturday, number 1 ranked Georgia played on the road against 18th ranked Tennessee. Georgia took the win handily 38-10. And number 5 ranked Washington played on the road against number 11 Oregon State. With rain pouring down, this game was close until the end, but Washington pulled out the win 22-20. Boston College, playing on the road, took on Pitt and lost 24-16. Moving on to the NBA. Over the weekend, the Celtics beat the Raptors and the Grizzlies to continue their dominance in the league. In a thrilling matchup, the Boston Celtics secured their 6th consecutive victory against the Memphis Grizzlies, ending in a 102-100 triumph. Porzingis, otherwise known as the Unicorn, played a pivotal role with 26 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 blocks, joining Celtics legends Robert Parrish and Kevin McHale with this impressive stat line. Sam Hauser's exceptional three-point shooting and the game's gritty, chaotic nature, reminiscent of Marcus Smart's style, contributed to the Celtics' success. Despite a late-game ankle tweak for Porzingis, his impactful performance sealed the win, maintaining the Celtics' position with the NBA's best record at 11-2. And the Lakers pulled out 2 wins this weekend as well. Now on to the Bees. On Saturday, the Bruins, playing at home, beat the Canadiens 5-2. And tonight they are on the road to see the Lightning in Tampa. In a bit of a weird twist, the Bruins announced that Milan Lucic, a veteran player with over 1,300 NHL games, is taking an indefinite leave of absence after an undisclosed incident on Friday night. The team expressed seriousness about the matter, stating they would collaborate with the Lucic family for support. Boston police didn't confirm or deny Lucic's arrest. The 35-year-old, part of the 2011 Stanley Cup winning Bruins, rejoined the team last summer. Currently recovering from an injury, Lucic hasn't played since October 21. Now let's talk science for a moment. Think about this if you are flying anywhere for Thanksgiving this week. Einstein's theory of relativity predicts time dilation, where time slows as speed increases. In a 1971 experiment, atomic clocks flown around the world on a jet showed a 1-minute discrepancy compared to static clocks, confirming this prediction. Additionally, gravity affects time, and farther from Earth's pole, time speeds up. While these effects are minute on Earth, near black holes, where gravity is intense, time distortion becomes significant. Falling into a black hole could, theoretically, allow time travel within the event horizon, acting like a one-way time machine. Whoa, buddy, was that too heavy for a Monday? Maybe, but next time you're on a plane, just be happy you probably got a smidge younger. And now, what to look out for in the stock market this week? NVIDIA will host its third quarter earnings call tomorrow. Keep an eye on that. Their stock is up about 60% in the last 6 months, so it will be interesting to see if they can keep up a full head of steam going into the end of the year. And in other news, Jeff Bezos, the lovable Amazon billionaire, wore a cowboy hat recently. And that was on the front page of the internet, so that must be important. Or maybe it's just a slow week because everyone has turkey on their mind. Sorry about that. Moving on to more of a local vibe, in our community spotlight. We are working with local yoga studios to bring you some free classes. Here's what we love about yoga. Yoga embraces a comprehensive health strategy, fostering flexibility, reducing stress, and enhancing mental well-being. Combining physical activity and mindfulness, it positively impacts vitality. Scientific studies affirm its benefits, linking yoga to improved heart health, lowered blood pressure, and enhanced sleep. It's a well-supported avenue for physical and mental well-being in just a few mindful minutes daily. So keep an ear out in the coming weeks for your opportunity to try out some local spots and get the blood pumping. Namaste, my friends. In other local news, China Pearl, the iconic Chinatown restaurant known for its banquet hall and dim sum, is set to reopen its doors this winter after being closed to the public since 2020. Owner Brian Moy, also behind Chinatown establishments, Ruckus and Shoujo, oversaw an extensive renovation during the closure, highlighting features like exposed brick walls and restored original hardwood floors from the 1800s. The reopening date remains undisclosed, but we'll keep on it and share with you ASAP. When I know, you'll know. All right? And in entertainment news, Armin Animations, the renowned studio behind the movies Chicken Run and Wallace and Gromit, faces a clay shortage crisis. Oh no, the material for their iconic stop-motion projects was produced by a now-closed factory. Despite securing remaining stock, the studio may only have enough for their 2024 Wallace and Gromit feature, but not the rest of their projects, including Chicken Run 2. Bummer. Does anyone have any extra clay laying around? Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the thought of the day. This is your Monday morning reminder that you can handle whatever this week throws at you, including but not limited to eating turkey and watching football. I give you permission to take it easy this week. Just a few more days of work, and then we can take a bit of a mental break, okay? Now go out there and give someone a smile and a hug, and make sure they have someplace to have dinner on Thanksgiving. And that's a wrap for this morning. Remember to stay tuned tomorrow for more news and updates. Have an amazing day, my friends. Whether you're heading to work, an event, or just enjoying the day, stay safe and enjoy your day to the fullest. We'll be back tomorrow with another Sunny Mornings podcast. Thanks for tuning in.